All right, man. All right. Guys, back again. I just got another phone call, or I got a phone call from Rob Scott, and apparently I put 6 p.m. somewhere. Wherever I put 6 p.m. Eastern time, I was wrong. I'm in California, but it's 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 7 p.m. Eastern time is when we go live. And guys, again, we're back with another podcast of Solar Panel Clean Friends. It is me, Chris Virgin, and of course with me is Luis Alfaro, and then we got Mike Espinoza on his way. He's getting over here soon. Soon he'll be joining us. Luis, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Chris. How are you, huh?
Hey, you know what? It's a beautiful day. We're gonna have a good podcast.
Yes,
Got Yeah, we're going to be talking about some really good stuff here. So let me go ahead and get to the some sharing here. Make sure that this gets out to everybody, and we're all ready here. And we can get started here. I got some new equipment. I got these headphones, and I got this cool little microphone. So I sound so amazing on stuff. I want it to be more professional. Look, not only that, before I get into it, this is really, really cool. Hold on here a second. I'll show everybody how cool this is. Bam. I really like
Cabo
that.
now, right?
Cabo right now. We might leave that up there for a little bit. So,
Nice.
all right, what's up, cleaners? Time to power up for a new episode of Solar Panel Clean Friends, the only podcast made to teach solar panel cleaners of all levels how to succeed and survive in a modern cleaning industry. Whether you're brand new to solar panel cleaning or a veteran in the game, you're sure to pick up tidbits of actionable advice when you listen to or watching the Solar Panel Clean Friends podcast. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about something really special. Being yelled at, the joys of the customer. There are so many times I've been yelled at, Luis. It's not even funny. Every now and then I have really, really happy customers. In fact, for the most part, customers are really, really. Oh, East Coast is only 3 hours ahead. That's what I thought. Well, then I keep getting it wrong. Okay, doesn't even matter. We're going to talk about the time another time. So, Luis, here's the thing. We're going to be talking about being yelled at by customers, how this relates to running a home service industry, and how to deal with this, how to deal with the anger in customers. And then also, we're going to be sharing some stories as well as some of the things that we have experienced while out in the field. Some of the things I've experienced, Luis, is dog poop all over my shoes, all over my pants. I've had people yell at me. I've had, this one lady had me hang up a flag for her house. As soon as Mike pops on, this will be a good story to share with him online because he was the one that helped me. And the lady got very mad because I couldn't put it in. I'm like, I'm a cleaner. This is not what I'm supposed to be doing. And at that, she didn't get the right thing. She had this flag and the assembly piece to it. She got from the guy at Home Depot, and he assured her that it was the right one. I'm like, this isn't it. But she was an angry person. But before we get into that, how to deal with this with angry people, and I've got some other stuff out there that I found online. Luis, let's talk about the past week because has been going and what you've been doing with Solar Panel Clean. Where have you been? Where are you right now? Are you in California or Hawaii?
Yeah, I'm actually in San Diego right now. We're actually at
Are you?
yeah. I'll be leaving on November 7th though.
Okay. All right. And how's work going for you?
It's been going pretty good. It's just a little bit slow down. Rain season, cold season. People are saving their money, especially for the holidays. Either they're gonna
Right.
travel, buy gifts for their kids, or take the mistress out, you know.
Right. Right. It's you know what the thing about it is right now is I've got customers that are totally stoked and have no problem scheduling, and then at the same time I have some customers are like, oh, it just rained, which it just rained Monday for us pretty heavily too. But I did go out and do a solar panel cleaning and a window cleaning today. The other ones I rescheduled them. I didn't. There was a few of them that I had for today, but I rescheduled them all because I didn't want to just kind of drive around for a few appointments today, which kind of caused an issue. But I still went out and completed the work. But then I ended up getting a lot more work. So even when you think it's going to be a crappy day, it always turns out to be a good day with solar panel cleaning, right?
The unexpected is always the best thing. Always, always.
I've never had a bad day with solar panel cleaning. I don't think, even being yelled at by either customers or people on the road, I've really never had a bad day solar panel cleaning. Never.
Honestly,
It's always been good.
it's I agree with you on that because you don't really get to interact that much with the customer, especially if they're recurring customers. They already know and they expect. Just show up, you know where it is, you know where everything is. Clean my panels, go out, bam, that's it. Have a nice day.
Okay, so let's talk about that because that's interesting to me. So do you have a lot of customers that you guys go out and pretty much just like, because that's like landscapers. I think about this. Landscapers and pool cleaners. They get out there, they clean, they leave. They don't really talk to the customer that much. Now, do you have a lot of customers like that?
Yeah, so all of our
Okay.
majority of our customers, well, we have a lot of customers that are like every 3 months, every 6 months, or once a year. Uh, Normally a lot of our customers already expect what we do, and
Uh-huh.
majority of them either get referred by friends or they see our ads and then they see our type of work that we do.
Right.
So we interact with them. We say hello as soon as we arrive. Normally, once we send the estimate via online and everything, we always let them know, hey, we're going to be here at this time. Would you guys like us to ring the doorbell when we arrive or notify you guys? Do you guys have any pets? And majority of the time is don't ring the doorbell. We'll probably not be home or we're sleeping or we have dogs. And the thing went sideways. So as soon as we get there, if they don't want the doorbell ring, we just go straight on the roof. That's it. We set up, go
Yeah.
straight on the roof, start cleaning, um, and then we leave. Majority of the
It
time, the customer will come out, look around, see if we're doing the job and everything, and then just go back inside.
We have see a lot of the times when we get to a residential, I like to knock on the door, have Mike knock on the door, and greet the person, let them know that we're there. Um, I'm always a little bit leery, and I'll tell you why. It actually has nothing to do with anything other than the fact that a lot of our customers have dogs that I don't trust.
Oh yeah,
That's that's really what it is for me. Is I like somebody to go ahead and touch base and be like, hey. We're going to be on your roof and we're going to be in your backyard. So if you have any dogs, could you go ahead and please put them up? Because although people all the time always say, hey, my dog is very, very nice and never bites anybody and I love dogs. Don't get me wrong. I love dogs, but that's never the case. That is never the case. The dog is always like, if they say it's a loving dog, the dog comes out and it's like 8 feet tall and it's 400 pounds and it's like, that's usually how it is for me. So I always knock on the door, but I'll tell you, let's talk about some customers yelling at us because uh, there's a lot of stuff that goes on when I'm out doing my residential commercial cleaning for the most part. With commercial cleaning, I've never had anybody yell at me while out on a job. I want to say many years ago, we were out in Los Angeles and it was before 7 a.m. And one of the guys started up a generator and it was loud as hell. And someone came out and was like, hey, can you guys turn it down? And that was like the worst it ever got. But as far as residential people, bro, I think you can make more money with residential. Sometimes it's 50-50, depending on the season or the time of the year. But I definitely get yelled at a lot more from residential people. I mean, it is kind of crazy. So let's talk about, you want to hear about the poop story? Want to hear about the poop story?
Let's do
It's
it.
actually it's not it's not solar panel cleaning. I was cleaning windows, but I was by myself and I got dog poop all over me. So here's the story. First off, we go out and we're going to do the solar panels and the windows, me and Mike. This is the beginning of the story. And Mike does the solar panels and I start doing the windows. And I notice that there's an issue. There's dog poop all around. There's a couple different issues. I decide that, in short, we're not going to do the windows that day. We're going to come back and do them, just do the solar panels. So Mike gets off the roof. We finish up. I come back on my own. This is now on a Saturday, which I don't like to really work on a Saturday, Sunday. I don't. That's my choice. If there's a job that I have to do, I will. But if I don't, and I'm not going to work on the weekend. So I go out to this job and I start doing the windows. I'm by myself. I start from the front and I start working my way around. And as I get to the inside of the backyard, I see all this dog poop. I mean, it is just, I've never seen anything like this in my life. I've never seen this amount of dog crap sitting on somebody's backyard, but it was all over the place. Like they just never clean it up at all. But I was cool with it. I still see, I missed something right now. I still started cleaning the windows on the side, and I stepped over poop. Didn't really mind it all that much, and then I stepped on some, and I was like, geez, that irritated me. Then I got a little bit on the hose. Then
Oh,
I walked up the ladder to go clean a window that was, because I do traditional, and I was going to clean the second story window. And I'm going up the ladder, and apparently I got poop on the ladder, on the rungs of the ladder. And as I'm going down, it's on my hand. So now I've got dog shit literally all over me, on my hands. It's on my pants. It's on the pole. I had the pole right there. I had the squeegee head area. It was just all over the place. It was terrible. So I quit, like literally walked off the job, packed everything up and just walked off the job. I didn't even tell the customer. So the customer calls me and the customer is like, "Hey man, you just walked off the job," which is not something I do. In fact, you shouldn't do that. That was very immature and stupid of me. But I did. I walked off the job, and he called me, and he called me on the phone, and he called me out on it as well. And he's like, after I told him why I left, he said, "Well, you should have said something to me. I would have paid you for the job anyways. Um, but you shouldn't have just walked off the job." And he didn't say it like that. He actually said it while I was yelling. And he said, "What kind of business are you anyways?" And that kind of hit me. And I was like, "Yeah, well, he's kind of, our customer always right?" I always say no, customers aren't always right. Customers, are usually wrong, and it's us that are usually right. But in that moment, I felt so bad. So I did apologize to the guy, and I didn't win him back as a customer. I actually lost him as a customer. So it's important how you handle these situations like crazy. Lewis, have you heard of anybody, or have you yourself lost a customer or client because of one of your workers or yourself blowing up at a client or customer?
we have, I think, probably less than five.
Ah,
Uh,
really?
yeah, yeah,
That's a high number. I actually didn't think you were going to say that. That's a high number.
yeah. I mean, I don't mind about that. But the first one is we went to this lady's house to go clean the solar panels, and then she asked us to clean the gutters. But at that time, we don't do gutters. So we said,
Uh,
okay, we'll clean the gutters, whatever. And then she asked for like a whole brand new installation of gutters. And we're just like, we don't do installation, we don't do gutters. But I mean, I can probably find another company that will do it and charge you guys, but more than that, we can't do it. So anyway, she asked, okay, can you guys just install seamless filter or things on the gutters? And we're like, well, if you buy the equipment, we can have a guy come over here and do it, sure. So, anyways, at the end, she didn't want that. She wanted foam in her gutters. So we
oh
added
wow.
foam in the gutters, all right. And keep in mind, we don't do gutters. We don't do that. But we did that just because she was a much older lady. Anyways, so then she said, "Can you seal the gutters because they were leaking?" So we sealed them. I actually hired someone that knew about gutters and all that. So we finished the job, and she was just not happy with it. All right. So when it was time to invoice her, she called me directly and she said, "Hey, look, how come you guys didn't include the material or the cost of it?" And I was like, "Well, I asked you, buy the material, we'll install it. If not, then we'll buy the material and then we'll do installation. But we got to charge you for shipping and handling, you know." And at the end, she was just really upset. She was everything. She just didn't want to pay and everything. So I was like, "Okay, look, I'm gonna charge you only 25%. That's the pay of my guys, and that's it. We'll call it from there." And when she said, "Well, you guys gonna come and clean my panels after?" I was like, "No, we're not gonna come and clean your panels. I'm sorry, but just because she was just so aggressive, yelling at me, and everything. And after we kept saying, we don't clean gutters, we don't do this, but we'll do it just because we want to help you out and everything. We're just here for the panels. That's it." After that, incident, I just any customer that asks us or asks the team, can you guys do windows or gutters? It's strictly no. We can refer you guys to another company, but we can't do that. And then we actually had a customer that when we first started in solar cleaning, we were testing out the windows. So we did a home, and this home had dogs, right? But the home, when we cleaned all the windows, majority of all the windows in the home were like bad. Like you got
Really?
water going in between the windows.
Oh yeah, okay, double pane. Right.
Double, yeah. And I mean, shoot, like I told them, we're not. You need new windows. That's what you need. We can't even get in between the windows.
Right.
So, I mean, he was pretty upset, and yeah, we did step on dog shit. We went inside the house, and but we ended up cleaning it. Of course, we're not gonna be like that. But he was just
Right.
upset. He was just upset that we didn't want to finish the windows because we told him, look, we start cleaning those windows, water's gonna get in between them straight to the top, and
Right.
and when I invoiced them, I didn't invoice the windows. I invoiced them just for the hours that we worked. That's it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it's I mean, for him, he was just like, okay, don't come and clean my panels anymore. We're just like, no.
So I mean, this is gonna happen. You're
Yeah,
gonna you're gonna have people that are not gonna be happy with you. As far as like window cleaning, I don't have too many people that have been unhappy with this. There was one lady that was unhappy with me and Mike when we cleaned. We cleaned the windows on her house, and they looked beautiful inside and out. And then there was the window fence going around her pool. We didn't have time to clean it. She didn't want to pay us enough. She wanted to talk us down. That's basically what happened, and we ended up not cleaning them really as much as well as that she thought that we would. Although I told her that was going to be the situation. Then she just tried to offer us like 20-30 bucks. It was kind of a joke. But I did have, as far as solar panel cleaning, because that's what we're here to talk about, I did have one lady that wanted to yell at me. It's funny. The people that yell at you are always the people that want to barter with you in the first place. They have a problem. Anybody that's always angry, it's never you. It's always them. They got something that's going on. So you kind of want to think about that. Before I tell this story about this lady tried to talk me into going ahead and cleaning her roof, her solar panels, just spraying off her roof with the hose because I was just up there, and some windows, the upstairs ones only because she could reach the bottom ones, and doing this all for like $100. Before I get into that story, let's go ahead and go over this story that I just recently heard. So this guy, I think this is really good. This guy's in line, this old man, and he pulls up to the register, and he has a product, and he says to the guy, I guess he's just checking out, and The price doesn't ring up for whatever the man thought it was, and he shouts out, "Oh no, that's not 19.99. It's supposed to be 9.99." So he's super angry, and he's yelling at the guy, "Hey, you need to go ahead and take care of that. Go back and take a look right now." That's they're just yelling him, "That's the wrong price," and they're going back and forth. And Checker's like, or they're not going back and forth. I'm sorry, already telling the story wrong. He's yelling at the checker, and the checker says to him, "Well, sir, let me ring it up and let me see what the price is. Give me, a second to figure things out. No problem. We'll get this all taken care of." He's like, "No, that the price is exactly what I thought it was. It's 9.99." He goes, "It's cool. Let me check it out." And he rings it, and of course, it comes up as 19.99. The old man is still kind of yelling at him, telling him, "No, I know exactly what it is. It was 9.99. I saw the price back there." So the cashier at the register looks at him and says, "Hey, let me go ahead and take a look back there and check the price for you. And then no problem. If it says 9.99, I'll ring it up for 9.99 and you can get it for 9.99. He goes back there, comes back to the register, the cashier, and he says, "Sir, it is marked for 19.99. It is not on sale for 9.99. And the old man at this point, as opposed to just yelling at him, kind of pulls back. He's a little bit still stubborn and angry, but he goes, "Oh, okay. And he pays the 19.99. And then at the end, he says, "Hey, okay, well, have a good day." The customer says to the cashier before the cashier could even say, "Hey, have a good day." So what's the point of the story? What do you take from that? I guess it is something that I should be learning, and it is this. A lot of the times when people are angry with me on the road or at a fast food place or here, there, the other, Facebook or whatever, I tend to snap really quickly and just kind of yell at people right back. And sometimes what's that one saying, Lewis? You catch more flies with honey? Isn't that it? Yeah,
Yes,
that's
yes, it is.
okay. So this lady says to me, this is a story I've told a couple of times. This lady says to me while I'm up on a rooftop, switch over to this other story now. I'm up on this rooftop and I'm cleaning these solar panels. The lady runs out, and I was supposed to clean her solar panels and her exterior window cleaning only. And she had already mentioned that before I got started that her husband booked the appointment. Her husband wasn't there, and she wasn't quite sure exactly about it or about me even being there. But she was okay with it and said, "Hey, get up there and do your job." So I get up there and I'm cleaning the solar panels. I'm on the roof. And then she comes out and she yells, uh, "Do you see the bird poop up there on the roof? Is it possible you could just rinse it off with your hose while you're cleaning the solar panels?" And I'm like, I look over at it and it's a good amount of bird poop. It's a good amount of a lot of stuff. There's algae, and I mean, it needed to be clean. The roof needed to be clean. So I say, uh, "Well, I don't think I can do that with just my hose. I don't have any equipment on me, soft wash equipment. I just had my solar panel cleaning equipment. So I wasn't going to be doing any of that stuff that day anyways. Plus I had a crap load of appointments. So I'm like, I don't think I could do that." And she's like, "Well, I'll give you $20. And she was like angry, mad about it. I'm like, I don't think so that I can do that. That's going to be a problem. So she kept trying to talk me into it. I say no. We go back and forth. She's on the ground yelling at me. She goes inside. I finish the solar panel cleaning. I get down off the roof and I start talking to her and let her know that I'm about to start cleaning the windows and that I need access to the side so I can get into the back. And she starts telling me, "Well, I only need the upstairs windows cleaned." I'm like, "Okay." We start talking a little bit more, and she starts yelling at me a little bit more and starts getting angry and says to me, "Well, I need to verify with my husband right now that you're even the person who's supposed to be here." That's when I say to her, "All right, well, I have you on here as the person we're supposed to be cleaning. Your husband called in specifically and he spoke to me. I know, because I'm the one who spoke to him. So here's all the information. If you'd like, I could sit right here. This is back when I had my van. I'll sit in the van and I'll give you a moment to go ahead and talk to your husband." So she goes inside, slams the door, goes inside and talks to her husband and comes back and says, "You know what? We don't even need the window cleaning. It's all good. Thank you so much. Send us the bill for the solar panel cleaning and have a nice day. So even though the cashier was nice to that old man, and that old man was kind of felt that he had made a mistake and turned around and apologized about it, not everybody is nice, man. These customers are sometimes jerks.
Yeah.
You got to keep on just going with it and not take it to the next appointment. That's always the problem. You ever run into a day where it's just like multiple appointments of just jerks? That is the worst part.
I gotta when we expanded to Hawaii, I hired a few employees over there, right?
How's it going, guys?
What's up?
Pretty good, Mike.
Awesome.
Not too
Lewis
bad.
Lewis is just telling a story real quick before you join in. Go ahead and finish off, Lewis, real quick.
So when we expanded to Hawaii,
I'm gonna grab my
my intention was, hire out people, train them, get them rolling, whatever, right? Because we already had a number of bookings. And on the first customer that I did, right, we reached back out to her and we said, hey, we officially came to Hawaii already. We're here. We can start tomorrow. We can go clean your panels. I have it for 7 panels, correct? And she said, yeah, 7 panels. How much would that be? And I told her, is it on a 1-story or 2-story? And she said 2-story. And I said, 7 panels, are they covered in mildew? And she said, I don't know, it's in the 2nd floor, but
couldn't hear him there.
It feels high. So I said, okay, well, we have a minimum of 350 just to go out. And she was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. So anyways, we booked 3 homes that day. All right. And remember, we didn't know that much about mildew and how long it would take. We started at 6 in the morning. We got back until 11 at night. Because it was that hot. Yeah, mildew is not easy to remove.
Mike's not doing that.
Yeah, so we go to his house, right? We set up, we get up there, we clean it off, whatever. We're done in about 3 hours for 7 pounds. And then I get down and she said, how do it look? I show her pictures. She said, oh yeah, that's bad. I said, okay, our minimum is 350. That's going to be your price. She said, how much? And I was like, 350. And she said, that's absurd. That is robbery. That's theft. And I was like, how is that? I was like, I'm sorry, but that's the price. Our price, I told her before we booked, 350 is our minimum to go out, and you said, yes, book me. And then now you
book me.
Yeah, you're dialed in at 350.
Exactly.
Yep.
Right.
And she said, I could have just hired someone to go do it for 20 or 50 bucks. And I was like, well, you should hire that person, but you hired us. Anyways,
yeah.
So then she said, let me talk to the owner or to the manager. And I said, here's the manager's number. Give them a call. And of course, I was going to answer, because it's my phone. So anyways, so then I said, have a good day. We'll send you the invoice via online. You can pay online, whatever. We go to the next home, right? And the next home that we did, it was about a 45-minute drive. We get to this house, and this house is a 2-story home with 20-something panels. We get there, we ring the doorbell, no one answered, right? We get there, okay, we ring the doorbell, and someone answered through the bird camera.
Not sure what happened.
Or through the ring camera, or whatever, right? And said, hey, hello. And we're like, hey, we're here on the solar panels. We're solar panel cleaners. And he was like, oh, yeah, go ahead and proceed. The ladder is in the back. We're like, well, it's okay. We brought our equipment.
I can't hear anything.
Whatever, right? We get onto the roof, and then the daughter comes out. And she's like, what the fuck are you guys doing up there? Who the fuck are you guys? Like, that on yelling,
Yeah.
And we're just like,
I'm
we're
have to leave and come back in.
Panels. We just spoke to your dad. Your dad booked us, And then she called the cops.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she called the cops. Cops came, and, But they were like, like what's going on here?
I wasn't expecting that to come there. There's going to be the cops called.
Yeah,
Shit,
and
man.
then the cops were like, did anybody give you authorization to go into private property? I was like, well, we haven't always scheduled. We talked to her dad or to the owner of the property, and he booked us. We came, rang the doorbell, no one answered, but the owner through the Ring camera was speaking to me, and he said, go ahead, get it started. And
Well,
once we were up on the roof, the daughter came out and she started yelling. We get down, we get to the car, and we started waiting for you guys because she said I called the cops. They're on the way.
Oh wow.
yeah.
Yeah. So we cleaned the panels, right? The dad
Did
comes
you though?
home.
Did you though?
Yeah, we did.
Really though.
The dad comes home and he's so apologetic. He was like, "I'm so sorry. She did not know. She just got back yesterday from I don't know what trip and everything."
Oh.
And I was like, "It's okay, sir." And to top it all that, as soon as we were leaving, the daughter, because she had like some type of mental problem or whatever, she threw a rock.
Oh, woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a story. I was not expecting all this.
Yeah,
like,
dude. So
Did it connect?
It's so like, because Mike, what we're talking about is customers yelling at us and people yelling at us, and you know how I deal with people yelling at me.
I do.
Okay.
Oh, you're such a great people person.
Yeah,
and such a people person. I had no clue that the freaking cops are going to be called on him. I've never had the cops called on me though,
No.
so I get points for that.
Well, you're right.
In Hawaii, it's more different because it's
True.
like everybody's like private property or like very in their own thing, and like majority of all the homes they state do not trespass private property, and that's like it's like the wild west over there. Don't go in unless you're invited, right? And
really,
at that time, I didn't really know that much about it, so I mean. I can see why she got upset that we were on the roof without her knowing, but her calling the cops and the cops.
Yeah, that's extreme.
Everything being cleared out, and then once we're leaving, she throws a rock. Like, what the fuck, So, anyways, I sent an invoice, right?
There's more to this.
Did she hit something?
I'm like,
with
how does this?
Yeah, she hit the passenger rear door.
Oh yeah, well that's got to be added onto the invoice.
Yeah, so. I sent the invoice to the guy, and I said, this is nothing towards you. You're great customer. We'll be here next year to clean your panels. But here, I'm sending you another invoice to the damage of the car. And he was like, damage of what? And I was like,
your daughter.
Yeah, your daughter threw a rock while we were driving away. He was like, I don't believe
After the cops came.
Yeah, and I was like. No, I mean, I have two other guys with me, and we saw her clearly throw a rock at us.
Yeah, she did it, sir. I wouldn't be lying.
So, anyways, I said, sir, I hop on the call with him, and I said, look, you have a Ring camera. I'm pretty sure you can see everything. And, if anything.
Please review the footage.
He damaged my property, So anyways, he was like, that's absurd that you're charging me for, like a small scratch. I was like, so you're admitting that she did, and you're saying that you're agreeing that
she threw the rock,
So anyways, he sends us
look how serious. Look how serious Lewis is. He's giving every single fucking detail about this. This is because he pushed this. I feel like this has been written down. Like you wrote this down for your attorney and for your insurance. Like you've played this,
dude,
like a whole timeline.
I was heated, but I mean, we still had one more home to hit, And that night, the next day when I sent all the invoice, I charged them $500 for paint correction. And he was like, "Why am I gonna pay $500?" I was like, "Well, give me your daughter's email and I can send her the invoice. I'll be happy." Or I
don't care who pays it.
I can call the cops,
Right.
So he ended up paying, and then he was like, well, we found someone else to clean our panels for next year. Thank you so much.
That's what I was thinking he was going to do.
So I was like, yeah, totally. Go for it. I don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't want to deal with that anyway.
Exactly. No. And I mean,
who's to say it's not going to happen again?
Believe it or not, months after I bumped into her at Target.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was pretty
And how did that interaction go, Mr. Alfaro?
So I
know
was,
you're gonna tell us.
I was putting everything onto the thing, right?
Lewis he's been waiting for somebody to ask him about this. He's like, well, let me tell you.
Well,
Yeah,
let me break this
so
down.
much. So I was paying, and then she was right behind me, and I turned around, and she didn't have a mask on because people
Did she
were talking
recognize
about
you
it.
though?
Huh?
Did she
Yeah, did
recognize
she
you?
recognize you?
No. She recognized me because I put my mask down.
Oh, you dropped the
Yeah, I
mask
was
on.
like, you know who
Did
I
you
am?
did you do it slowly? Like you were like,
No, because everybody was yelling at her with her mask on, right? And she was giving attitude to everyone. And then I
oh
turned
wow.
around and I was like,
Well,
oh, I
that's a
know you.
shocker.
Yeah, I was like, I recognize you. And she was
Mhm.
like, I don't know you. I was like, you know me.
Oh, well, I recognize.
You know
And then
me.
she was like,
I
He
recognize
was
the
like,
attitude.
you know me.
you know me. I took my ass down and she looked at me straight in the eyes. And I just stared at her. And she was like, she grabbed her stuff and she went to the next aisle. And I was like, yeah, fine, you know.
She's
And the
done with
cashier
you.
asked me, "What's wrong? What happened?" And I was like, "No, nothing.
We're good, huh?
You know?
Yeah, I'm sure the dad got on there about that bill.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hey, so Mike, let's let's talk about how I've yelled at people or how people have yelled at me. First off, do you remember that one lady that had me put the flag up on her house in
I do.
Carlsbad,
That was
Oceanside?
your good friend.
Yeah, remember how she was so angry at me because I couldn't get it up, and I tried to get.
Well, I remember it went from like 0 to 100 very fast.
It did. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do the job.
It looked like it.
You see, and here's the thing. It's one thing when a customer wants to yell at you because they felt like you've made a mistake.
Yeah,
It's
in
a
our
whole
own
nother
in our
thing.
own field.
Right, but it's like
Yeah.
something completely different when you're like
When you're going above and beyond to make your customer happy.
and was that not just a ridiculous place to put a flag?
Yeah, well, it wasn't. It didn't matter that
Didn't make
she
sense.
gave you the wrong thing, the wrong screws to use. It doesn't matter. So
Right.
you were
tried to tell
destined
it
to
too.
fail at the beginning.
Right. So I mean, some customers are just going to be super super angry, and I try to be nice. Like I try to be cool with customers, but
Unless
sometimes
it's driving.
unless it's driving, if I'm driving,
He's got
get
an
the
issue.
hell out of my way. I hate people. I shouldn't even be driving. In fact, I don't even know why I have a driver's license. I don't even know why I do at this point. I drove today. I had to drive all the way down to San Diego, and I hated it. I had to go down by myself.
I was also down there. It was fun today. Chula Vista area.
Traffic was terrible. I got yelled at a lot today. I yelled at somebody, and what's funny is I think I got a little bit of karma to me because I had a coffee thrown at me today.
Wow. French vanilla?
So I threw
hazelnut?
I'm not really sure. It hit right before the truck. I got lucky, but so I'm driving on the freeway, and this BMW comes up. This guy's acting like
you were in the
ass, and
carpool lane by yourself.
Yeah, well, no, I was I was in the regular lane. I was all good. But no, I'm actually telling the story about when I threw the coffee.
Oh yeah, that was beautiful.
So here's the karma on it. The reason why I had somebody throw coffee at me, I think they thought that I was going too slow for them, but I wasn't. I might have flipped them off, but that's not the point. So I'm driving to a residential appointment, and this car comes up behind me, and they're going right ridiculously fast, trying to ride my ass. So I get over, I let them pass by me, and as they come by me, driving like an ass, I take my coffee and throw it. Was it the best idea? I don't know.
Well, due to the fact that it got all over you,
it wasn't.
I don't think so.
It did. No, it was karma. It actually went all over.
Smelled
my
like
shirt
coffee for half the day.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Right, I get angry. I get so angry.
Some of the highlight of my day with Chris is his road rage.
What's your best road rage with me so far?
Well, I personally liked more not road rage, but when the trailer came by after you seen a cop, because you're very while being fully legal and legit, very precautious, let's say, if we see an officer
for no reason.
Exactly, extremely. And when that trailer came by and almost took us out when you tried to take that turn, that was a good one for me.
Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, we could tell this story. So
Yeah, it was nice.
at the tags weren't legal at that point, and let's be real, right then and there, I didn't have a valid driver's license.
Well, it was. You
And
just didn't know.
that's true. I did not know. That is true, and that's another long story all in itself.
Mm.
But we're at a light, and I'm in this lane. There's a lane right here, and there's a truck right next to me with a trailer. And I pull forward. Well, first off, there's a motorcycle cop that's to the left of us, like flashing people
Semi-impaired.
down. Semi-impaired. Semi-impaired. And the light turns green, and I just decide for the hell of it to make a quick right.
Hard
and
right.
I'm going to hard right and cut over a lane from the other lane and go over into the neighborhood because I don't want the police officer riding behind me. No one does. Why would you want the police riding
Totally
behind
understandable.
you? I don't care.
I'm not a fan of it either. But
well, I
was an
almost hit
aggressive
the
move.
hell out of it. It was aggressive,
well,
and
it was
I
on
almost
my
hit
side,
the hell out of it.
So
It totally was. What's up, sir? Thanks for joining us. Timo Paints and Tim O'Laughlin. If you don't know Timo over on YouTube, he is an amazing solar panel cleaner. I highly implore you to go ahead and check out his videos. In fact, I'll probably throw a link up on here for you guys. But what's up, and thank you for joining in.
What David have going on today? I missed it. I didn't see in the group chat.
David Colby is actually, he's over at the firehouse because if you don't know, he's been a fireman for 18 years, 17 years, I want to believe, or want to say that he has been a fireman. And right now he has watch over there. So he couldn't join us today.
Okay.
So yeah, he will be in and out from the podcast. We don't have any guest scheduled just yet, but we do have a special
for the day. Yeah,
guest
people do want to pop in, huh?
We do have a special guest for next week that we're going to be interviewing, so stay tuned for that. We had to get a couple things going for this podcast, which was really cool. Let me show you a couple things that we got going.
He's got a green.
I got a green screen. Okay, the green screen is really, really awesome. I don't know why you're even saying anything.
I know.
I
already. Well,
I told you I had one for you too.
I know exactly why. You see how I haven't picked it up yet.
This is too much. You talk. Look, wait, hey, let's talk about gutters. Wait a minute. I'm going home.
Bonsai tree.
Don't play with me up in here. I'm like, hold on a second. So, so there's a lot of things taking place. We're definitely gonna have a cool guest on here next week. I got something for you, Mike, but it's going to take me a second here to put together. We do have something that we are changing up here on the podcast. We're going to be adding some new segments.
That's shocking.
Well, you already know about it, to be truthful. But what we're doing is we're doing a question and answer segment that's going to be led by Luis Alfaro.
Oh,
so
okay.
If you have,
I was thinking more like shock treatment.
Wow, that was a stretch.
But okay, I can get behind that too.
That's my green screen, but just real quick here, let me see if I can find this. There it is.
He probably can't, guys. Don't worry.
No, I found it. Bam! Social Boy, stop playing with me.
He's right behind you.
With me in here.
Looks like you. Look at that. That's a carbon copy.
So,
he's an entrepreneur,
I'm an entrepreneur. Well, the other thing too is I clean panels, so he is an entrepreneur. Soldier Boy is an entrepreneur.
He came out with a game console.
Yeah, dude.
He did.
Yeah, he had some copyright infringement.
Right.
Hey, but I would have bought one.
I definitely would have, because I think it would have been a lot cheap. Yeah, for the support of it.
It'd have been
all
ghetto.
right. So, guys, if you have any kind of questions that you would like Luis to answer, then the group, go ahead and send those questions to
I'm down to throw a few answers out there if I can for the little while here.
Right. Hey, you know what? Since we don't have any questions, how about we just shoot questions off at Luis and then see what his answers are? Since both of us here. Doesn't it seem like a good idea? Okay, so Lewis, I'm a solar panel cleaner. Now what do I do?
You're a solar panel cleaner. Now what you do? Try to get
What do I do?
customers.
Mm-hmm.
Get that pipeline going.
What's the number one way to get customers?
Honestly, starting out, go door to door. Ask your
I agree.
friends and
I
family.
agree.
Make sure your friends and family on Facebook. Post it
Uh-huh.
on Facebook. Let them know that you just started a new venture. Because your inner circle is actually going to help you
Yeah,
a little bit.
that could be your base. Yeah, 100%.
Right, and it is, but that's a really good one starting out. Actually, I will add to that. Mike, you're in a car club. You
I
go
am.
to meets and stuff like that.
Very,
You
very
have,
passionate.
I'm sure you've had like in the past, you've asked like friends and family to come out and watch you race.
100%.
Okay, so I was in a band when I was when I was a teenager. When I was in a teen, geez, I can't talk anymore. That sounded really bad. When I was a teenager, and I had a couple bands, I would always
Chris was in
ask
Teen
like
Spirit.
Teen Spirit. I always had like, these shows and whatnot, and they're always ridiculous. So I'd ask like friends and family to come out. You can only go through so many friends and family. So when you get through with the friends and the
It's
family,
true.
right? But these are the best people to start off with, and I'll tell
Well,
you why. Well,
ahead.
here's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna get to the dancing theory because it's a great way. It is. If you have friends and family that have solar panels, you might even want to offer to clean their solar panels for free because you can get out of it is some photos and some content that you didn't have beforehand. So I mean, it can be so powerful, and there's so much stuff that you can do from that.
And also, it gives you the little bit more experience and actually
And that's the key.
understand it,
Right.
and to see if it is the thing for you or if it's not for you.
And every roof is different. The
is.
tiles, the shingle, it could be weak roofs. It could be the Mexican roofs with multiple tiles stacked up, which is the worst roofs, I think. You break the
Spanish
most tiles on them.
Terrible. I hate them.
Yeah, you gotta know how to walk on the tiles, where to walk on them, where to put pressure, where to not put pressure. There's a few things that go into that. My favorite is shingle.
Everyone's favorite.
My personal
Everyone's
favorite is a well manicured shingle.
well manicured shingle.
Yeah.
So Lewis, what do you do when you break a bunch of tiles on a rooftop?
Oh, here's a good thing. We actually have 2 team members that go and replace them.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So on the 15th and on the 1st of every
that's not
month.
a bad idea.
Yeah, on the 15th and the 1st of every month, we count all of our customers. So whoever breaks a customer's tile, we take pictures and we let the customer know.
Yeah, they have to. Yep.
Our team is going to come on the 15th, on the 1st, whichever's closest, and they're going to come and replace them. You're going to get after pictures, before and after pictures, And it's something from every customer that we get. Here's a little freebie. From every customer that we get, we take $5 off and set it aside for repairs.
Okay.
And that's how we buy the material.
Yeah.
And it does not take so much to just go put a new piece of play in.
No, it doesn't. It's really easy, actually.
And the reason that we do it all in one day on the 15th, on the 1st, is because it's more better for us,
Yeah.
No better.
Look on the 15th first any cleanings.
Right. That's you know what we do is we patch it up right there on the spot with some silicone. We get the we just get the caulk in and just kind of
loves the caulk.
We're trying to probably put him into.
That's terrible. That hurts my feelings.
Yeah,
that's CAULK, by the way, to be specific.
I'm sure it hurts more than your feelings.
It does. I got to go get another beer. I'll be right back. Go ahead, Lewis.
Go for it.
That's funny.
All right, so here's a nice job. I just started. I've been getting help with friends, spreading the word. I don't know who that name is because it does not give me it's just a Facebook user. It is good, and keep going. Ask your friends, ask your relatives, family members, even your neighbors. If your neighbors have it, they should already know you. Just say, hey, let me, can I clean your solar panels for free or charge them whatever you want. But at first, it's better to do a little homes before you start the business from your close friends. That way you understand and see if it's actually going to work for you and if it's not going to work for you.
Yep. In the comment section, Tim also brought up a great thing, mossy roofs. We actually just turned down the job due to how the incline and the amount of moss buildup on the roof. It was just not safe for us.
So much.
In Hawaii, it's metal roofs, especially if they have mildew. We always tell the customer, you gotta have your roof pressure
That's
washed.
exactly what we told them. We were like, we want to do the job for you guys, but it's just not safe for the $130, $150 job, whatever it was going to be. It's just not.
Yeah, at the end of the day, your life is way worth more, and you got a family to come home to,
Yep.
So
we're sitting. It's stupid. Listen. I guess I cut you off. I went and got a beer, walked in, and I'm like, "Hey, this is what's going on." But before we get away from this, Mike is totally telling a situation where we go to a customer's house, Lewis. We set up the ladder. I get up on it and take, I don't know, 2 steps on the roof and start sliding. I almost fell off. I almost couldn't get back on the ladder. It was literally here's the ladder and here's the rooftop. It's just pushing me against the ladder. Sometimes that stuff is really, really scary, man. That the algae. The other thing too is it was early in the morning, so it was moist and ridiculous. But okay, so here's the thing: the best time to clean solar panels is before 8 a.m. or after 8 p.m. quote unquote. All right,
it's not going to work for me.
No, that's not going to work because that's going to be nothing but loose. That's
I don't know where it's still light at 8 p.m., but it's not here in California.
Right. Right. You better hope that you better hope customers have extra tiles laying around when you got employees cracking them left and right.
I believe it's a rare occasion on cracking tiles. It's not something that
it's interesting. Sometimes it is. A lot of times we see that the customers have tiles.
The location
on hand.
dictates the roofs for the most part, though.
Really does.
If you go to a location that has shitty roofs, you might be more likely to break more tiles that day, as opposed to you going to a different area and it being the flat tiles, which rarely break. I broke none.
Rob's got we rarely crack any tiles. Rob's got a good point. Super hard to match, especially on 100%. Older roofs, and that is true. We don't do that,
and I'll be honest, we don't do. 80%, 70% of our customer base is older people that are in older houses.
The roof styles that we step on out here in California. Well, Lewis, you too out here in California. I don't know about how in Hawaii, but it's so. It varies so much. It's crazy, but definitely
you can be on one street and there's 4 or 5 different roof types on the same block.
Yep.
And then we've ran into some metal roofs out here. Even I'm not a fan.
Right.
They're slippery. Going and then getting back down. You don't want to scratch it. You got to go down in a certain way because if you got a rock in your shoe, even and you're trying to slide down that, you're going to scratch the roof, and that's going to be on you. And we have some anal customers that would call us on that 100%.
Oh yeah, in half.
Just to get a discount or whatever the case is.
No, that's exactly what it is. It definitely is. By the way, so one of the customers that we have that actually is in Carlsbad wants us to come out there, and he has a metal roof like that. He wants us to come back out there, but he has
and do his gutters or something crazy. It was.
Yeah, something way
not
crazy.
Not interested, really.
Guys, my laptop isn't plugged in. Give me a second to plug it in. I'll be right back.
Wow. He's so prepared.
Yeah, in Hawaii, we have to ask how old is the roofs, because a lot of roofs are pretty old over there.
Already are doing bad, huh?
Yeah, there was a customer that actually we had to rent out a boom lift to clean.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And they were interested in it, though. They were still interested in the cleaning.
Yeah, her roof was 38 years old.
That's crazy.
That's old.
Did you guys, did you have to rent out a boom, or do you guys have one over there in Hawaii?
No, we rented out one.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. That's not a cheap cleaning. On top of what you guys are already charging out there.
Yeah, exactly. And
I mean, you're looking at a minimum of what, $600-$700 job on that?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
A lot more.
Yeah, maybe even $1,000. I was lowballing.
Yeah. So
I know I'm thinking about moving to Hawaii because I'm like, the money's out there is ridiculous. $20
Yeah,
to
But you're working
$40 a
for it too,
panel.
though. You're working for it.
We just got a school. We have 2 schools coming up, right? So another school contacted us. It's a private school.
Is it carports or is it on a roof?
No, it's on the roof, but it's metal.
That's perfect then.
Yeah.
Better than carports.
So,
Right.
Here's the thing: the 2 schools that we submitted, they didn't have a problem, right? Because they know obviously Hawaii's expensive. They know they expect, right? So the third school that contacted us, I spoke to the guy and he said, I only have 100 panels. And I said, okay, here's a quote. He was like, why so expensive? And I said,
well, what do you mean? Huh?
Like,
let me break this down.
You guys have a lot of mildew on the panels. I mean, he was like, the more panels, the cheaper it should get. I was like, the more mildew, the more we're going to charge.
Yeah, well, the more work. Yeah, you have to get paid for the work.
And he was like, no, you guys gotta, this is absurd. You guys gotta bring your prices down. I was like, no,
I don't think we do.
You can hire someone else. They were like, well, no one else wants to do it. I was
exactly.
Like,
well, that's why it is what it is.
Yeah, it is. It is what it is. And for him, he called me back 4 days later. He's like, you guys are still expensive, but when can we book? I was like, look,
exactly.
We're not gonna clean your panels. We were going back and forth. You were yelling at me.
We're done. Yeah.
And now you're gonna.
I'm not even interested in the contract anymore.
Yeah.
I have pulled my bid on that.
Yeah. And I mean, it's whatever,
Yeah.
For him,
100%.
it's like, oh, can you just clean my panels? I'll pay extra. I was like, no.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I don't need the attitude.
It's not like that because he was requiring a lot of different things that.
A lot of different insurances, a lot of, I'm sure.
No, we have all that. We have all that.
But,
what he was requiring.
But I mean, still, that's the thing is there's questions for a lot of. Let's just, if I could, because Mike brings a good point. When it comes to commercial, there's a lot of requirements that are required of us to carry.
Yeah,
so it's like at the same time, I don't want to take a bunch of bullshit when I'm out there cleaning your panels and taking care. I'm the expert.
Yeah.
So if I tell you this is how it's gonna be, this is how it's gonna be, right, Mike?
Yeah.
Just yell. That's what I
that.
Yeah,
I just yell at them.
It's crazy. I mean,
never a problem.
And customers is not a problem for us over there.
Which is perfect. Yeah, which is perfect. You know what I mean? You guys got a product that's in demand. You can't be.
Yeah, right now.
Right. Period.
A lady called yesterday. Right, we gave her a quote, and the wait time was going to be for November 9th. And
wow. Is that the Canelo fight?
Yeah. So anyways, so I give her a quote, right? And the quote is pretty high. And she was like, when can you guys do it? And I was like, damn, like, you're not even gonna ask me, like, because everybody always asks, like,
why is it so high? You're expecting to have to hit him with the pitch.
Why. Yeah, they understand why. And she had no problem. And she was like, I need this done ASAP. I said, look, we have a customer.
Of course they do.
Always.
We have a customer tomorrow that supposedly they're gonna reschedule because they're gonna fly out of the state and they want to be there. So I called.
If I could squeeze you in, I will.
Hey, like, do you want to reschedule or do you still want the panel screen? They were like, no, can we reschedule when next you have a delivery? I was like, sure. Call that lady back up, and I was like, look, it just cleared up. We can be there 9 a.m. She was like, can you guys be here at 8 a.m.? I was like, perfect, we'll be there at 8 a.m.
Whatever you say, lady. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, when you guys are gonna get customers, they're always gonna be like, oh, I have another guy's gonna do it cheaper, But it's what you deliver that costs, don't be afraid to walk away and say, no worries, good luck with it,
Yeah, that's the $99 guy.
100%.
That's what we talk about all the time. The $99 guys who you're gonna bring in.
Yeah,
then do that. We don't have to be there.
I've got no problem with that.
You called us. We come to deliver a quality service, with pictures before, after, as well as a visual inspection, a few other things that we offer. And if you don't want that, that's fine. We'll go on to the next customer.
100%. And I think we're blessed out here in California because we got so many possibilities for us.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many solar panels out there. It's freaking ridiculous. Let's see here. I'm just answering some of these comments that are dropping.
Go ahead. I was trying to scroll through them as well. I was having a hard time.
Here, this is how mildew looks. if anybody has questions. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Nope.
Kinda.
No.
Kind of.
Anyways. Yeah. So,
Okay, I got a question. How do you deal with mildew on solar panels?
Do you have to?
You gotta use the sucker scrubbers, man.
I was gonna say, are you guys using a rotating brush or?
We're actually on November 7th when I'm flying out. We're taking a lot of equipment over there just because
to try some stuff out.
Yeah, the shipping is so expensive to ship to Hawaii. Like the shipping is like probably half of what the equipment is worth.
Damn, that's out of bounds.
Damn, man, that's
flag on the play.
Yeah, but I mean that's why the charge is so high because like we gotta cover all these expenses. We gotta cover.
So I mean, when you fly out there, you just break it down and take it as.
Yeah, we just
carry on.
Check it in the airplane. That's it.
Yeah.
Pay $35 to check in.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, definitely. So are you guys using just regular brush, like manual? Rotating?
That's what we're doing right now. And then when we arrive over there, we're taking the rotary brushes, which will hopefully break down the mildew.
Some of that. Do you guys have a rotary out there that you've tried on the mildew?
No.
Yet? Okay.
No, we
looking forward to that then. Looking forward to that.
A member of this group, Dorian, actually recommended me to get the Solar C1000. I did reach out, but they said that they are out of stock and there's a waiting list.
It is a badass brush. Mike hasn't been able to use it. He's used.
I have not. I've seen it.
Yeah, the motor sat in his patio closet for a while. He uses the pole for it, and the brush sits in the van that I don't ever use, and pieces are here and there. I don't ever use my SolarTidy,
and I love it.
Yeah. But the SolarTidy C1000, it's really badass. It's a cool brush, and I love it. But you know what I'm really interested in right now is one of those robots from
you look
Solar
like you
Clino.
want. You know what? You look like you want an 18-foot pole.
An 18-foot. Are you talking about simple?
What?
Are you talking about an 18-foot simple?
What? You want to try that out?
Let me tell you how far I can reach with that bad boy. I can reach so far. I can get about maybe 2 arrays out.
That's about what I can do with that. Yeah, but if you would like me to, experiment on a full-length pole, no problem.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, you know what's here's the thing, is that I don't see myself using a rotating bristle brush anytime soon. I think that when I clean, I actually feel better with my brushes, whether it be a 24-inch or I'm putting together because we have a job coming up here. No, that's cool. It's fine because nobody will even know. It's just 2 24-inch brushes doubled up, so it's 48-inch brushes.
Dazzle.
Dazzle. That might be the name of it. It's
the Dazzler.
The Dazzler.
Show enough.
But I want one of those robots. The one that Kim, I don't know how to say his last name.
Yeah, me either.
My wife just yelled it from the other room, but
Verdige.
I asked him if he could come onto the show, but he couldn't come on the show today because he's over across.
Well,
he's on the other side of the world.
I'd appreciate if nobody just came on the show.
Nobody should come on the show. They shouldn't do that. That's so terrible. Well, he is going to be a guest at some point. He said that if he were to join us in the show today, that he'd be tired for tomorrow's work. So
I hear that. Yeah, I was rushing home myself to get here. I could be drinking in a bar, but I'd rather be here with you two.
I appreciate that.
Hey.
And everybody else that's joined us.
I almost went live from the barrel.
You know what? I'm thinking about going over there to be true.
It's Taco Tuesday, Chris.
Is it really?
It is. They got a good birria taco.
Want to go out to the barrel after this and get some tacos?
Where's that
after this?
Where's that at?
It's right here in San Marcos by the DMV.
San Marcos.
Yeah, it's San Marcos, right by Escondido. It's right next to us. It's like a 6-minute drive. Here shortly.
Yeah, I'm going there too. Hey, Mike, if you're gonna go there, I'm
definitely.
Going there.
It sounds delicious. They have very good tacos
delicious.
there. I like I'm a vegetarian, so I get potato roll tacos.
Very, very good.
Delicious.
This is true. No, this is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah, well, I'm a firm believer in giving the meat, not taking it.
I actually want
That's
to.
not it. That's
Well,
not
no,
it
it
at
is.
all.
Well-
That's not it at all. You eat like a child. That's not it. You have the
Well,
you eat off the
yeah,
kids' menu.
Well, if I use
When we go to
adult,
eat,
if I
it's
use
always
adult
this-
money to
what?
buy it, it's adult food.
we listen. We go to McDonald's and he says, "I'll take a plain chicken sandwich." Hell, McDonald's. What am I? We go anywhere. I'll take a plain chicken sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's it. The
Yeah.
bun,
So
the
hold
chicken patty. No more. Nothing
on. So
else.
the guy who eats his pancakes from the middle out wants to talk about how I'm eating.
This is true. Okay, see, here's the thing: is the
He
butter
eats it from
'cause
the
it's in
middle.
It
out.
melts. This
Okay,
is,
that's not.
this
hey,
is
let's,
true.
let me,
Actually, do
the middle
I
out.
do. I do. I eat it
Okay.
because see, the outside doesn't have as much going on, so you have to eat that. No, that's actually true. That
Last
actually
week
is.
he brought a cookie cutter to IHOP and started cutting shapes out the middle.
Hey, but when we get to eat at IHOP, it's always a good thing during the lunchtime.
It is. It's usually after a nice healthy tip from a customer.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is beautiful. Quick question, do you guys get tips, Luis?
Yeah, they get tips.
Yeah,
Uh,
same. Some customers are like clockwork and they always
Right.
come through.
Yeah, no, because I'm gonna expand on that. What do you let your employees do with the tips?
Whatever they want, it's all
I
theirs.
hear it.
Oh.
I feel it.
It's all theirs.
Sometimes we have some customers that are too nice.
We had a customer. What was it? Like a month ago. We went to go clean his panels, right? And we took our rotary brushes. Now, I'm sorry. Our rotary brush was not working because we were missing a part. It fell out, and we had to order it, right? So we go in with the manual ones, and there was paint overspray on them.
I love paint overspray.
Yeah, and we told the guy,
yeah.
We gotta come back tomorrow.
It's a different process.
Yeah, because your production is not going to produce even after we clean it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so we're done, right? And then I told him, okay, we can come back tomorrow. And he said, here, $50. So you guys go have lunch on me. And we're like, okay, cool. I have my guys, whatever, right? We come the next day, and we missed again to bring another part. So we scheduled for a later day, and we come that day after. We do the job and everything. We finish up, and then he gives us again. Guys, go have lunch on me.
Wow.
So
That's
it's
awesome.
like,
Very nice gentleman.
I mean, and this guy, like he's really chill.
Yeah.
In Hawaii, I was out with the team, and we did a home, and this lady just wanted us to check I think her solar water heaters, and just want us to take a picture with the drone. So we did that, right? And she gave us $120 just
wow.
to do this. And we're just
That's not bad.
I was like,
you
don't have to pay us.
Tone it down on the backside.
Yeah, I was like, you don't have to do this. It was just completely free. Don't worry about it, right? But she was like, oh, but it's okay. Here, it's on me. Go get some to eat. We're like, like thank you. Appreciate it. And then there's customers here and there was like $10, $20. It's
I can see you brought your idol up in the background.
Frank Dukes. Frank, you can do it.
But
why
yeah,
did you want to be a journalist? I know.
I bring it up because
I do it from a Satoshi.
Yeah, the good thing is in all our invoices, it gives them the option to tip, and a lot of customers do tip, whether it's $10, $5, $20, and that's.
We do. We appreciate those tips. Yeah, 100%. I bring it up because we were just at a customer's house. We do her panels, her mom's panels, which is right next door. They've been customers for almost a decade or so. And we have them at like $135 a house. They're right next to each other. It takes us 10 minutes each. And every time we go, she gives us $50 each.
Every single time.
Every time.
It's crazy.
Almost, and it's the cleaning's only $135. So I'm taking back like, this is too much. You know what I mean? You're almost doubling your cleaning.
Was it someone just gave us $50 tips recently?
That's what I was speaking about.
Yeah.
Was it Janice or whoever?
Yeah, but because what I was thinking of it that you're talking about.
The other one, the dude, yeah. Yeah,
or the dude.
Time.
Okay, so yeah, sometimes
we do
people
get a lot
come
of
out the pocket, man. Yeah,
but I attribute that to the customer service.
I think so too. Because
I don't think I wouldn't come out. I'll tip somebody for good service, no problem. I have no problem tipping well, but I also have no problem not giving somebody shit either.
Right.
For shitty service, so
no problem.
No problem. I'm not the guy. So, wow, little Malik.
Just
are you feeling a little? Are you feeling a little higher learning right now, Remy?
Yeah. Listen, I was gonna mention that movie, but that's.
I'm gonna need to keep you off any rooftops.
Right. We've made it. All right. Well.
Yeah. Well, this was a good one. Enjoyed. I
feel good about myself. Lewis, I've learned a lot from you guys.
I enjoy real quickly, everything on here except for looking at your guys' faces.
I appreciate that. That's how I feel about
you. See, hey,
if
you're gonna come to this, you know what I'm saying? Come correct.
Right? Hey, so here's the thing. What
we
the
did?
Hell is
we do have the vaccine.
I was vaccinated.
We don't have the booster. That was a question that came up. I have not got the booster shot, but I am vaccinated. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure if I am going to get the booster at this point. I'm still debating.
But can I ask you a question? I'm not getting the booster. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm.
The last time I ever got any type of vaccine was, I think I was 11 or 12 years old.
Okay. For school.
Yeah. Okay, so
I had to go polio and
I didn't plan on it. It wasn't that meant
you had to take your trip
right. Besides the fact that we go to homes all the time when we do home service, I had to go to Washington, and so to fly on the plane you had to have a vaccine and you had all this kind of stuff. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll do that, and that'll be really, really good. But let me stop here real quick here. Good, then I won't troll the shit out of this podcast.
Well,
cream pie,
Lars.
Well,
your name's cream pie.
Cream pie. So Lars, I mean, what do you want me to do? You could troll the hell out of this podcast. You could try, give it a shit.
I mean, you could run those man. Hey, he could run those man pleasers all he wants.
And we'll knock that down as much as you want and destroy all that for you. So
it's going to be a non-issue. That's actually my specialty.
It's Mike comes correct on that, and I like to back up on stuff. So cream pie Lars.
Yeah.
Who puts that as their name? That's from YouTube, by the way.
Hold on, he must be from Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan, eh?
Hey,
ladies.
Lars. Hey. Stop it, boy.
All right. Well, it's been a really good podcast. I've enjoyed hanging out with you guys. Hey, cleaners out there, solar panel cleaning can be profitable, and the road to success isn't exactly what it seems. So join us. Myself, Chris Virgin. I wrote that down. Don't fucking make fun of that. I wrote that down. I'll just say my eyes are moving.
You know what? No, because it was too fluid. If that was off the top of the head, there would have been breaks in it. I knew that was fucking scripted. I like that.
All right, well, join myself, Chris Virgin.
I said I wear intellects, dude. It's the guys who don't get vaccinated. I'm not vaccinated, dude. I haven't gotten even any type of vaccine since I was 12. I got COVID in December of last year.
Oh, hold on.
Hey,
just in case.
I was gonna say the rat.
Cream Pie wants you to know. He said he wouldn't. He said chillax. That guy vapes. This guy has a vape. If there's anybody that mad vape juice. It's the guys who don't get vaccinated that feel my wrath.
Well,
I'm
the
cool
car
with
comes
that.
strawberry, watermelon, pear, peach,
here's
plum.
the thing. Like, we live in a free country, right? We're able to decide whether you want to get
100%,
vaccinated or
Rob.
not.
Thank you,
know?
Rob. You have a good one as well, sir.
Okay, well, check this out. We did, and Cream Pie, it's all good. You're more than welcome to join us all the time. We don't do edibles either. In fact, we're
No,
straight
I'm heavy on the trees.
heavy on the treat. No vape, no edibles, no oils. We don't,
No.
get all that kind of stuff.
I do gummies just to sleep.
Little gummy action, huh?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Just a little something to get you to sleep, to make you feel right before you go to
Yeah.
bed.
Yeah, sometimes, when you just want to relax and it's been kind of a long day and all that.
After a long day of solar panel cleaning.
A
Yeah.
long day.
Well, technically, because I go to sleep pretty late just because I have to coordinate with Hawaii and everything, 3 hours difference. So, it's
Yeah. Yeah, I got to
Right.
coordinate with the Weather Channel. I can't turn left too fast.
exactly.
Might knock everything out.
Man, if I could cause a
Shit.
tornado in this bitch.
There won't be any more customers after this, and just turn left and
blow all the
I agree with Cream Pie about Trump. I mean, freedom shouldn't trump human lives. You're right. It shouldn't.
100%. No, it's
everybody
100% a choice.
Everybody has the right to choose whether they want it or not,
Right.
Yeah. Like I said, I got it because my dad has a weaker immune system, and it just wasn't worth the risk for me. Just having that peace of mind. His lung collapsed right before COVID happened, so it was just not worth it for me.
Yeah, that is. Also, I'm not going to be driving. I'm going to go ahead and let my wife drive because she's pregnant and can't drink, and which means that I can party all the hell that I want to. So.
All right.
Well, guys, thank you so much
for have a good one.
joining.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us again.
Listen,
I wrote
ask
this.
any more questions on this, on this
question
video,
and
we could answer them. Yeah, I'm just saying, we can come back and read it later and answer it.
Check this out. This is even amazing. You're gonna love this. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can go ahead and send them to solarpanelcleaningfriends@gmail.com. But this is awesome. Wait, hold on here. I'm gonna read this whole thing. Okay, I wrote this out. Mike.
There's more.
I took my time. All right, so listen. Join Chris Virgin, founder of Solar Panel Cleaning Friends community and owner of SolarTidy. Mike Espinoza, lead foreman of SolarTidy. Louis Alfaro, owner of SPC, and David Colby of
the owner of SolarShine.
SolarShine every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it's 6 p.m. Eastern Time, not 7 Eastern Time.
Yeah, it's
I'm
3 for
retarded.
us,
Yeah, no, they're 3 hours ahead of us, not
That's
4
a fact.
hours. I don't know. As we interview some of the best cleaners in the industry and ready for this, delve deeper into the intrigue and complexities of solar panel cleaning. I know. Each episode contains powerful information to help you strengthen your solar panel skills.
Delve, huh?
Delve. You like that?
That means dive.
I wrote that. Yeah, delve.
Yeah, well, that's unacceptable.
Typing. Something I like to do.
Alrighty. Well, at least I don't have to see your face for the rest of the day.
I do, Cream Pie, and
he has a wife.
I have a little bit more than that too, so you might want to watch.
I'm logging out, guys. You guys have a good one.
Yeah, we're done with this. All right, guys, have a beautiful day. We love you. We will see you next week at Tuesday. Again, you know what time. Everybody, have a good one. We love you. It was fun.
You know what it is.